Tesla had a saying. It was, abandon all hope, ye who enter here. And I forgot what it was in his language. I'm going to stagger up the stairs here. You all right? Okay. Now, I don't have to do this. I get more sympathy. Thank you, Father. Oh, that's good. Look at there. This is my father over here. Foster father. That's John Foster. Now, believe it or not, which was seen recently on the tube, they had I don't know what I was going to say. Can folks make up something right quick?
Believe it or not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, it'll come to me. John and I built this stuff out of stuff that we got from Douglas Salvage and other salvage places, stuff that had been discarded. Everything you see here is made of junk, this high-class equipment. Everything. This is part of a Douglas airplane, I think. And the switchboard, it's not legal, but it's ideal for our purpose. And it's just as beautiful on the back as it is on the front. It's all silver soldered together, and it's quite useful for a purpose. And I'm going to go through this thing rapidly and see what happens. Now, there will be another show down at Foster's place, so if you folks haven't had enough here, why, you're invited down there. And there will be refreshments. Methodist vodka we're going to serve tonight. I think I'll just go through this stuff as we see it. No, that wouldn't be good, would it? Because we lose too many people. John is not familiar. He's not familiar with the switchboard. Lots of times he gets, have you got the tranquilizer hooked up, John? John? For heaven's sakes, that's it. That's what we call a standing ovation. And we usually put it in the audience, you know, and he has a habit of getting on the wrong switch at the right time. Now this is called, what's this called, John? Yeah. We give them funny names, and then we forget what the names are. That's the variable traveling arc. Let's see that. Have you got any control on the lights, John? Ed, can you dim the lights a minute?
We don't have a dimmer on it.
Oh, that's why I say we don't have a dimmer on the light. Well, anyway, we can turn it on. You got the variable traveling arc? My arm's getting tired.
Here we go.
Turn the motor off. Wow, that's my boy. Now there's enough electricity there for everybody, and we get free samples if you want them. And it's a very high voltage, but it's under control.
And that's Miss Jericho.
That has been used in many movies. I won't elaborate. Have you found out the digital disputer switch? In the center, I think. let's see, where we gonna, no, we won't get into this. This is a crazy package here. And if we have time, we'll get into it. Yeah, it's ready to go. Well, we just play it by ear, see what we got here. Now this is a lightning screen. It represents what happens on the sun. There are streamers coming out from the sun which cause a solar wind that reaches the earth, and this is what the effect would be. You're looking at the sun now. Let's hear it for Frankenstein. Good. Now this is actually what happens on the sun. These streamers go out and the influence reaches the earth in the form of the solar wind. But they stay on that disk 40 millionths of a second. During that time, your camera is lucky if it can catch it. Now this is called space beacon. Is that what we call it? This is made of some Douglas pieces and parts, but it makes a nice little thing. You're supposed to get a message. This Tesla claimed that he got the message from Mars, and he could have, because he had a lot of other noises around there. It could have been from Mars, if there was anybody else. That's all it does. It's really just to make people laugh. It's if we can't get a laugh out of gyroscope, we throw it out, or anything else. But all of these, the thing to do is to get. I remember on Young Frankenstein, this was set against the wall, and Terry Garr, one of our budding actresses. Mr. Brooks said, now when she gets over there and standing on that thing, he said, give it to business. I was working the switchboard. And so Terry Garr was drinking her coffee between takes, you know. And she got over there and I hit the switch. And what she said was unprintable. But it just shows you that these nice little girls can't be trusted as for conversation. Now I get over here and usually I fall off when I reach over here. If I can't reach it with one hand, my father comes in and thank you. Good work, boy. Now this is Meg Jr. It's been seen in all kind of pictures. Some of them are good. And last time it was seen was just last week. A documentary called Tesla, wasn't it? Channel 7 at 7 o'clock?
Sunday night.
Sunday night, yeah. This is Meg Jr. Let's hear it. Now the thing to do is to stick the pliers in there, and then you don't have any more pliers. And here is a lightning screen that shines with a virtue resplendent. And it uses high voltage. There is some watch that, boy. Is that it?
John, pull that wire off.
It's all right. Never let it get near the cord. We gotta watch it. That's all right. And here, we got this all hooked up. See, this has got a lot of stuff on it. That's all right. Put this one on there instead. On this one. Yeah, that's just. Now, all these things use high voltage. There's another little arm that goes on the other side here. And it comes out. Ooh, look at that. John, can you turn that on? Reminds me of the time when Karloff was on the stage at Universal Studios. The stage was on fire. Somebody drew a cable across the paint buckets and the paint spilled, and there was a spark somehow or other. Of course, I was there too, and they wondered what made the spark. But he didn't think much of it. He couldn't sit down. He went to this leaner, and he leaned back in that and said, "Well, I'm going to rest while you put out the fire. Let me know when the stage quits burning." And Karloff was a very gentle soul. He didn't let... Now that's music. That's what I call real beer. Karloff didn't let anything bother him. He just took everything in stride. And I think a little bit rubbed off on me. Because if something doesn't work, we don't worry about it because it's sometimes we work a long time. Seems to be wired up here or something. I don't know why all this stuff is here. See, everything I know, I learned from John. Well, we're going to change that, aren't we, Ed? Yes. Uh-huh. Now this is another screen, only the sparks, although they only last 40 millionths of a second, they will stay there all night long. So when you folks get up for breakfast tomorrow morning, the spark will still be. Oh, you see the afternoon image? It's there.
Take a hold of it.
He's been waiting for a long time to take care of that. Do we have this thing hooked up?
That one's not hooked up.
That thing's not hooked up straight. All right? Okay.
Traveling.
Now this one's hooked up. This is called Vulcan. It says right here, Vulcan on it. And it was manufactured in Los Angeles, 1894. That is what was left of it when I got it. And it's still working. Can we have the thing that makes the Chippos? Cornflakes?
On the center strip.
Hmm?
You put an extra switch on there to confuse people.
La 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 la. All right, knock it off, boys. And we have this. Now this was used in, it's going to be used in Star Wars. I made a nice soundtrack of it. And we have a little code there. That's little enough. That's good. Now let's see, what else have we got? Oh, we got Meg Jr. I think we'll finish up with Meg Jr. Meg Sr. over here. This is Meg Junior over here, and this is Meg Senior. And if you touch that, you can jump right through the ring. In fact, that's the only way to get out. When that spark hits you, you don't know what you're doing. Tra-la-long, along, long, long, long. It has the sun on it. It's the I'll get a motor on there. Tra-la-la. Come on, put the motor. Now everybody hold their breath. Just hold a nice breath there while I adjust the equipment. That's a million volts. Come on, Dad. Let's get those switches. That's roughly a million volts. It's very rough. That's good. You did, John. You got a word to say, John? Oh yeah, I can do it from here.
Gotta electrocute somebody.
You're doing all right, Dad. I knew you could do it if you try. One, two. So this isn't hooked up. There's a lightning strings on that one. Hey, I knocked this over. All right? All right. Now, perhaps you folks would like to ask some questions. Let's hear it from Corey. You got a question, Corey? No question. Yeah, that's all right. Questions? Questions? Do we have a question?
Question.
Where's the question?
Why is the electricity crooked? Why isn't it straight?
Well, it's just the nature of electricity. To bombard the air and create a path, there's a leader there that you can't see, and after the leader does its stuff, why the main spark follows. Does that answer your question? That'll be 40 cents.
Twice as much as I thought.
Yeah. It's worth half that. Any more questions? They're free.
Here,
Yes,
tell us
yes.
about the stunt you did for Boris Karloff on Master Fu Manchu.
I thought you'd never ask. We were filming The Mask of Dr. Fu Manchu. Many men smoke, but Fu Manchu. And Boris said, there's nothing in my contract that says I have to do that, which was to take that big spark on copper fingernails and lead it over to a sword, that's S-W-O-R-D, which would melt when the juice hit it. And he says, no, I'm not going to do that, you do it. So they made me up like Boris Karloff. And I didn't mind because Myrna Loy was there to catch me. Anyway, we tried it, and it almost killed me. I had wires on my back so that I wouldn't feel any shock. The juice was supposed to go through those wires instead of me. But one of my hind feet didn't have a wire on it, and a spark jumped through that to the conduit in the floor. And great was the wrath thereof, weeping and gnashing of teeth. And they said I did a back flip, but I don't remember that. Anyway, I lit on a buckle right in my back. I think the hole is still in my back. And the director, how many of you people know Theda Barrow? Have you ever heard of Theda Barrow? Oh, you know her, huh? Well, her husband, Mr. Brabham, was the director. He says, "No, that's fine, Ken. Let's do it again, one more time." And we did. And I didn't feel a thing that time because we knew. I learned that from Forey Ackerman. Folks, we have another show down at another location. And it is stupendous and colossal. Right?
And good too.
Hmm?
And good too.
Oh, it's always good. That goes without saying.
Yes.
Rick?
Yeah?
Yes, one more question before we part.
Okay, this
Can you
is
tell them
a,
about your early experiences with Walt Disney and the Donald Duck audio animatronics thing?
oh, we have a man here. John, are you here, John Miller? He's from the Disney Studios. I gave him the original thing that I made. Somebody came in, I was working at the Disney Studios, and somebody came in and said, "Can you animate Donald Duck's jaws so that it will be in sync with his whatever he does, quack, quack?" And I said, "Well, I give it some thought, you know." So I reached in my pocket and got some thought, and we smeared it all over the place. And sure enough, I fixed it so you could speak into a microphone and open the door, and the door would go over, and if you were standing there, you got knocked down. That's how sensitive the equipment was. So I figured out, I got a piece of film with Donald Duck's voice on it, and it activated a coil, and that made the Donald Drake's feet move. That's all there was to it. But I didn't get any credit for it. I should be a millionaire now, but nevertheless, I'm wealthy anyway. So I believe that's all. If there's no more questions, we will pack our tents like the Arabs and as silently steal away to the wilds of Inglewood.
What's in the pink box?
The pink box? Oh, not that. Not that. Oh, no. Yeah, here we are. La la, yes, you find them like I do. That's it. Now this machine is probably one of the greatest inventions. It is concerned with a wheel. The wheel, I guess, is pretty important in our lives. But this is a gyroscope, and it runs at a terrific speed. It's just now picking up its speed. And when you shut it off, it'll run for 20 minutes without any electricity. So it's just a mass of metal. The principle behind it is magnetism and motion. This thing is so strong, and there's so much energy stored in it that it will support itself as a weight. This is suspended, and the gyroscope valve here, and at a certain time, it will pick itself up and defy gravity. I wish we had that fixed up. We'll have another show. Have you liked the show so far? That's for my father, yeah. That's good enough. Now this is called a psycho gyro. Just set it right there, John. That's why it's called Psycho Gerald. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for Psycho Gerald. Imagine going through life staggering like that. Well, let's see, what else we got? You got something else? What's this here, little thing? You got a switch for that? He has a kind of a peculiar walk. Well, he's got that thing in his hand. Take it outside, let it cool off. Oh, this is a phoretoscope. It says soft lights, blue flash, dimmer, green, cylinder, motor, 7. Do not touch this machine under any circumstances. All
Hit the
right.
motor switch, Strick.
Pardon?
Motor switch. Right side.
Motor switch.
Right side.
Thank you, Mother. There'll be a slight intermission here. Now you got all kinds of switches on the thing. You can turn the green lights on, the pink ones on, the yellow ones here, do not touch this switch. Soft light. Take 5, boys. Oops, I've run out of steam. Next thing, how many would like to see me fall off the stage? No? No? All right. John. There's my boy. No. I do this because I get more sympathy. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Now we'll all pick up and go down to John's joint, and that's where the real fireworks starts. Corey,
For those of you who need
This
hands
little
to
girl,
get there, or interested,
this
let me
comes
know.
from one of our countries, not too far away. And this
It's,
one
uh,
comes with it.
Yes,
sir.
Inglewood.
I've heard about you. Yeah, it's all right. Well, not really. We have very many famous people here with us tonight. I've met a few of them, but I want to tell you that I'm sure glad for.
Yes, it will. Sorry. Watch where you sit. Speed. Okay. ahead and crank it up. Just slowly, increment by increment. All the way up to the top. Whoa, we gotta get back.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Kill the other one that's taped off. With the, just the flag, this pink thing over here too.
Does it? No, it doesn't seem to be bothering Rick and Cameron.
Yeah, we're fine. Still stop down.
Kill that.
Yeah, hold up pretty readily. Okay. I'm okay. I can't see the ring right now, no.
Let's kill that fluorescent.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the whole tune?
Keep it for a second.
I'll turn it to you.
Okay. Great. Okay. See if we're